Namaste everyone. Today we are going to talk about Shrama and Karma. When we read Bhagavad Gita and especially certain slokas, one of them, Karmanyavadikaraste ma phalesu kadacha. Lord Krishna goes on explaining to his friend Arjun. He says, you are right upon your actions, but not on the fruits of those. Karma phala, you forget. You have rights only upon your karmas. Now in modern society today, when I had to work, hoping for a salary, am I not putting the salary upfront that I must act? Or I must have so much of salary, or I must have so much of profit at the end of the day while doing my business. Or if I have to go to Mumbai or some place, will I not have to act first? How can I forget about the karma phalas and attempt to perform karma? Very interesting things. It confuses a lot of us. Confusion comes not because of the theory, not because of what Lord Krishna talks to Arjun. It is because we have not understood what Lord Krishna is trying to tell Arjun. He is very specific. In order to understand what karma meant in those days, we'll have to study the difference between karma and shrama. Shrama is all labor, anything that we do to sustain our life here, financially, physically, and otherwise, so many other things that we do at a physical level. That is all shrama. Karma, in those days, had a different meaning. Karma is all about Brahmagyan, God realization, enlightenment. And such things can happen only when one is surrendered. God realization, enlightenment, they cannot be forced. You cannot force God and say, I have done so much of punya and now I deserve this God realization. No. So in that spirit, he says, karma, you have a right to perform, but not upon the phalas. Surrender, submit. Just as these meanings of words change over a period of time, unfortunately, these eons of time between that period when Lord Krishna was walking on this planet and today, it's a huge gap of 7,000 plus years. Imagine a word like gay. In 60s, in 70s, in 50s, in earlier periods, the word gay meant one simple thing, a joyful individual, happy individual. Today, the word gay has a different connotation, you all know. Karma also had a different meaning. Anything that we do towards higher emancipation, God realization, Brahma Vidya, liberation, that came under this classification of karma. It has nothing to do with shrama. You have every right. You have to think that I am going to have apples or I'm going to have mangoes and accordingly I will plant, accordingly I will work. So the fruit or karma phalas is already there ahead of me before I exert myself, but not with higher knowledge, not with Brahma Vidya. So with that in mind, we have to understand Gita, that yes, Surrender has all the importance. Surrender is the essence of spiritual life. That's a great message actually from Lord Krishna. That if you want to attain something nobler, greater in the world of spirituality, of course we have to make efforts, but the results are in His hands. So beautifully you can say, I have to surrender. I have to take Saranagati at the feet of the Lord. We have some questions. I'll try my best to answer them. Yes, we have a question from Hyderabad. Questioner is Nitya. She is asking this question that I get so many thoughts during meditation and I am overwhelmed with this tornado of thoughts. How do I concentrate? Well, Nitya, meditation is all about regulating the mind, of course. Concentration is the result of doing meditation. So if you are thinking of having a focused mind from the beginning, and if you already have a focused mind, then you don't need to meditate. It is precisely that we have unregulated mind, where we don't have regulation of our thoughts. That is why we meditate. It's an exercise, it's a gym, mental gym. We exercise against these thoughts. So it really does not matter how many thoughts we get or tornado thoughts. Just sit quietly, simply allow yourself to have your mind focused on the heart with an idea that divine light or the source of divine light is already present in your heart. That's all I have to think. If there are more thoughts, what I generally do is direct my mind once again to heart and say, I am actually meditating now. If I remain busy with thoughts, meaning fighting with those thoughts, you will remain fighting. One chain leading to another chain of thoughts, leading to another chain of thoughts, and it's a never-ending saga. Whenever we realize that, yes, I have deviated from meditation, gently remind myself that I am meditating. If it still overwhelms you, gently open your eyes and close again and see what happens. If it still overwhelms you, take a deep breath and again pay attention to your heart and be more receptive to this pranavati which you have already experienced. Good luck to you and see how it changes your meditation. Let me know. There is another question from Karthik from Bangalore. He asks, how long should I meditate? Well, when we do meditation, you see, when we meditate, generally we meditate for 20 minutes to 30 minutes and slowly increase it as we can manage, but not more than 1 hour. It is unnecessary after that. But if you still feel like meditating more than an hour, take a break for 5 to 10 minutes and meditate once again, but no more than 1 hour again at any given time. The reasons are so many, but when you do meditation, you will realize that it is really unnecessary. Because all that you get after 8 hours or 10 hours of meditation, if you can get in such a short time, why not experience that? Heartfulness way of meditation rewards us so efficiently that lesser time invested and greater benefit out of this whole process. Our Prime Minister spent almost 8 hours or 12 hours, God knows how many hours, in one cave, constantly meditating whole day. Is it worth it? Then something is wrong with your process. If you're sitting on a table and you go on eating and eating and eating and eating and you're never feeling quenched, you're never satisfied with your hunger, then what is this 12 hour of eating? It's not worth it. Anyway, coming back to this idea, best is not to think and limit the time. Whenever this saturation or the end point happens in meditation, you will realize it. Heartfulness is very simple. Just be in tune with your heart and see how it takes us day after day with our regular meditation practice. You will judge. You will be the judge of when to end this meditation.